Here we go on the stream for everyone watching. There we go. All right, so welcome guys to our first game between DauT and TaToH. This is in round 1 of the Elimination Draft tournament. And just to remind people, this is a best of 2, which means there can also be a tie at the end of this series as well, since it's like a mini league, which we're running right here. This game, though, is going to be cast by T90 and Mentalist. I'm going to hand it over to you guys now. I'll let T90 take over and go ahead with this one. I'll just be in the background, controlling the camera, hopefully doing a good job. But yeah, take it away, guys.
Wouldn't you know it, we get Arabia for my first cast with Mentalist. Awesome. Will we see Man-at-Arms? I guess we'll see. In the blue, we have TaToH. In the north of the map, playing as the Ethiopians. In the south of the map, we have DauT. DauT is playing as the Malians. Mentalist, I want to hear what you have to say on like build orders and everything players are scouting, all the important stuff that I might not be as knowledgeable on. I'm going to look at the maps real quick. TaToH has a nice wood line to the right of his TC, and he's going to use that. Saying that, he doesn't have many other wood lines, so we'll have to keep that in mind if he does get pushed off that later in this game. Main goal is to the left of his town center. I'm sorry, Mentalist. And he could always wall that off there as well. What were you thinking about TaToH's map?
Well, I was just looking at the maps here and thinking that it's great. We have 2 really open maps, so we're probably going to see a lot of action.
Yeah, and possibly Man-at-Arms as well with these civilizations. I feel like, Man-at-Arms has been so strong in this tournament. Man-at-Arms into skirms and archers would be really effective. Looking at DauT's map, he does have a similar map. Wood line on the back, though, but only one that he can take from. The golds are on the left for him, and there is a hill there. And as Mentalist says, this very open map here. What do you think of the players' styles in comparison, if you happen to know Mentalist?
Well, they're both definitely, both equally smart players. They've both got a lot of experience, and they're both willing to, do strategies you might not expect. They're willing to try some new things. So it's hard to say how this one's going to go.
Yeah, you almost have to wait, but interesting that DauT has 2 forward boars. TaToH just found that 1 boar, and if this was MBL, we know that boar would be stolen right now. But will TaToH steal it? I think he should. This is a tournament. Steal the boar, TaToH. He's going to scout instead. He might just be waiting around here. Oh, nope. He's not waiting. He's going to try and lame this. So he's going to lame the boar. Boar's going to gallop back. And that should be a pretty easy lane for TaToH, I imagine. There's nothing in the way to block the pathing of the boar or anything like that. And DauT should be aware. Let me just double check. Should be aware that that's been stolen as well. Yep. And he's now chasing after, and he's not. Oh, the boar's what? I wasn't even looking. The boar's gone back. Jeez.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, man. Well, he's going to hit it one more time, but now DauT knows it's there, and I feel so bad for TaToH. The boar's gone back again. Are you kidding me? That's so weird. Normally you can hit it once and it'll continue to chase you. Very good for DauT now, though, Mentalist. What do you think about the fact that TaToH has a scout down to 12 HP right now and DauT has a full scout? How big is that going to be later on?
Well, that's actually going to be huge in terms of the early game here. We might see, the scout go down early in the feudal age if he's a little slower and he gets chased, or it'll make, early on strategies like men-at-arms or some sort of forwards very hard to defend with a low HP scout, or very hard to execute with a low HP scout.
Yeah, and right now I'm seeing the barracks go up for DauT at the top of that hill, which would be dangerous for him. He's not sending any villagers over to gold yet. This could indicate a Drush, but we'll have to see if he sends villagers over to gold and starts making some militia. Of course, like Mentalist said, the Drush is going to be so much stronger now that DauT has a full HP scout. TaToH most likely going to Drush now. He's building a barracks and sending that villager out to gold. So similar styles here. I really like the Ethiopians in the feudal age versus the Malians, because they have the faster firing archers, but TaToH has to get into a position to use that, and we are not there yet. Is there anything else you see that I'm missing
Yeah,
here?
well, first, if you could just tell me exactly what time you're at. I think I'm playing a little
Oh.
catch up.
Okay, I'm at 7:45, so might be a little bit ahead of you.
Yeah, I had a little trouble with the betas there, but but
Okay.
that's all sorted out now.
All right. Yeah, I mean, when I was casting with Zach, I would fall behind a couple seconds. So, like, if there's a Maganel shot, like, he would see it, and I'd be like 3 seconds later screaming. But
So you're at
just
about 8
just
minutes,
speed it up.
8:10 or
Yeah,
something.
8:30, right as I say that. So we have plenty of time to make sure we're at the same spot.
Yeah, so it looks like they're both going for the Drush, and well, TaToH's might struggle to defend this. Although he's getting a little
Yeah,
help
it's
from
just,
Gaia.
yeah, I see that. Always nice to see a wolf involved when I'm casting. And yeah, DauT has a full HP scout and he has the hill, man. So this is going to be great for DauT. And oh, TaToH not even realizing, receiving some hits there. It looks like DauT's just, well, maybe thinking about running forward, but TaToH has walled off the left side and, well, the right side as well. Full walls from TaToH at the moment. But TaToH has not fought with this Drush because he doesn't have his scout here. And he assumes this is going to be a losing battle, so he's going to probably try and lure DauT away.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like either player's Drush is going to end up doing much of anything. Just going to be chasing each other around, having a party with the wolves.
Oh, man. Of course, the wolves. Well, just so you know, I'm at 10:20, so we're probably close. It looks like DauT currently, he ran forward to the deer. He does have 3 on gold, and he's getting loomed now, so we'll probably click up at 32 pop, and that counts his scout and his Drush there. Almost losing the scout, wow. But that gets him a good population to fast castle if he wants to. May get some aggression out early. And, excuse me, TaToH just behind in population just because maybe a little bit of idle time or something like that. His scout's still alive, right? Did I miss that? Where has that been?
I'm not sure. I think, yeah, it may have gone down somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where that would have been, but I've been looking for it. So if the scout has gone down, then I imagine that's why there's a population difference. But DauT does have a slight lead here. He still has a full Drush. Only 1 unit is damaged. It's down to 6 HP. TaToH is going to fall victim to the wolf here, but he's still chasing. And similar build order. So what do you see now? What are you expecting from these players, Mentalist? Got a lot of walls from TaToH.
Yeah, well, definitely both players seem to be going for the fast castle build order here. Very defensive style of play coming out from both of them.
All right, DauT currently, well, he's a lot more wood, and that would make sense because similar amount of farms, and they both went for deer, so the food's the same, the gold's the same, but TaToH built a lot of houses on the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses, 6, 7 next to that barracks, and then another one over there. I mean, house walling is good. It's not as good in the expansion because it's only 550 HP a house. I feel like that's a waste of wood, but we'll see what his economy's like.
One thing going for his favor on the wood front is he does have a bit of a nicer forest to work away at.
Yeah, it's a good point. I like the way he set his base up, Mentalist, because, you know, he knows he can't be pressured here. If archers come in now, if that one for some type of feudal attack, which of course he knows he isn't, he would just run right into the TC. So this is what you need to do. Just funnel everything in towards your town center. And town center is his only form of military right now.
Hey, he's almost used those houses. You know, he didn't think a palisade in that position would be good enough, so he put up the house wall almost as if it's a stone wall, which it effectively is in Feudal Age.
Yeah, basically. DauT is going for 2 ranges now. And notice how DauT is also walling up. There is a small hole to the left of his TC, way to the far left, one gap, so that might catch him later. But for now, DauT on the front, just building his buildings in a natural wall, getting the archers out. TaToH, meanwhile, doing the same thing, and unfortunately having to repair this house. But lots of house walls from TaToH. But pretty close game now. The population, 32 then for TaToH. As resources going to be the most important thing here. And resources, well, he doesn't have the archers being created at the moment. So maybe he doesn't have as much gold as he'd like, but he does have more on gold now. What do you think DauT is thinking now? I mean, it seems like DauT has the map control. Is he going to try and go aggressive here? Maybe go for the early university, or is he going to toss up TCs?
Yeah, I'm interested to see as well. I'm hoping that one of the players will go for some aggression in the form of a siege workshop, some mangonels. There's one mountain or one hill between the two players that if either of them were to gain control of, could be pretty decisive. Little
That's a
archer
very
skirmish.
good point.
Looks
Yeah,
like
and
DauT's getting the better end of it.
well, definitely. He's actually going to kill another archer as TaToH retreats. Again, because I know we might be at different spots. I'll just keep saying I'm at 17 minutes now. But still, DauT has to be careful not to fight next to TaToH's archery ranges.
I'm actually, I'm pretty much exactly with you now, thankfully.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah, it looks, TaToH is almost forced to make that siege workshop now. Not to go on the offensive, but just because, you know, he's got the worst position with the hill there, and he's already losing the archer skirmish. Whereas
Yeah,
DauT
and
seems to wall up, and he might just go for more of a boom.
I think this is important. DauT is tracking down this small army from TaToH, but that's pretty much useless. He's wasting 3 crossbows, in my opinion. He might be luring DauT away. Oh, he's deked him. He's going back.
The old dipsy-do there. And
Yeah.
he's back at the wood line.
That's pretty smart. It has brought DauT back to his own base. He's playing it safe, but look at that. DauT is actually behind TaToH's wood line, and that is the only one he's on at the moment. So that's going to be annoying. And actually, one villager going down. Are you kidding me? That's nuts.
Yeah, there were some snipers behind that forest there.
Yeah, well, DauT. I just mixed DauT and TaToH. Anyway, that happened. DauT is going to need to micro a bit if he wants to keep these crossbows alive. TaToH is here, and he's just going to push DauT away again.
Yeah, DauT has definitely been inflicting some nice economic damage there, forcing the siege workshop, and then messing with that lumber line as well. So
pretty passive game thus far, but this is kind of your standard crossbow war, I think. You want to go into the production of crossbows and get TCs up as fast as possible. DauT right now, pushing forward again. He's fighting uphill slightly, and he is fighting the Ethiopians as well. But TaToH, not too bothered. He just needs to make sure that farmer doesn't get picked off. And, oh, is she going to die? Wow.
She makes it out of there.
Another deke. That villager naturally moved to the right or the left or whatever, just because she was farming, so she didn't know anything about it. She's going to tell that story later on.
DauT has another raid at the wood line, and another Vill almost going down to 5 HP.
Yeah, and TaToH's running forward with his army now. He hasn't been able to secure that wood line. Oh, wow. TaToH did lose a villager.
Seems like TaToH has decided that the best defense is a good offense, sending his whole army forward.
Do you think this is a good decision? I guess he's going to defend with the Mangonel back at home, which is okay. But this is dangerous.
Could definitely go either way. This could work out really well, or his army could get trapped and annihilated. DauT bring in forces from both the north and south.
Well, DauT just sent a ton of villagers into his town center. I'm not sure why he did that. He doesn't need to do that yet. I find that odd. maybe it was a misclick or something. But anyway, he's going to try and micro this. TaToH does have that hill. Will probably stick to it. And he's going to probably send more crossbows at some point as well. University going up for TaToH, so he will be going for ballistics. And TaToH has moved in. See, now would be the appropriate time to move villagers.
Yeah, it's he's got a lot more crossbows, but he seems quite afraid to fight. Upgrades are equal, so I'm not.
Oh, wow. And the Siege Workshop's going to be denied, at least for the time being, at 91%. Good micro for TaToH. Is TaToH getting ballistics right now? He is getting ballistics, so this fight's really important. But now he's between these two armies.
All he can do is try and trade out evenly, but he's doing a pretty good job of that, actually.
Yeah,
Killed quite
great
a lot.
job, actually. Yeah, there's a couple weak crossbows in there he could find, but yeah, not bad. Back at home, though it looks bad for TaToH that he lost that army, he does have a Mangonel and some more crossbows coming out. He does have ballistics now. I think the downside for TaToH is he didn't have that extra town center up, so he's doing that as we speak. And then DauT is on, well, he's going up to his third. So DauT has a slight advantage. However, DauT does not have ballistics. We'll see if ballistics matters here. What do you think about the ballistics upgrade when there's such a small amount of crossbows?
Ballistics, it's always one of the best upgrades for crossbows, but with so few out there on the field, as long as you can get a situation where you're not just hitting and running, if you can force a fight, then the ballistics, not having them won't be the end of the world.
Well, this fight has gone great for TaToH. I mean, considering he didn't have enough crossbow numbers, the Mangonel actually doing some damage. He does have ballistics. He's going to keep the Mangonel forward, and I think he's going to attack that palisade wall again at DauT's base. And he's going to try and get in. That's going to force DauT's hand with his own Mangonel.
DauT's got his own Mangonel here, so he should be okay. But still, these battles kind of going a little bit in TaToH's favor, which will help him get back into the game after losing the first few clashes.
And that Mangonel is on a hill as well, so oh geez, that shot from DauT though.
Oh,
That was nuts.
From 3-point range.
And now this Mangonel is being repaired. That villager's on 8 HP. TaToH has not gone for the villager yet, but he is committed and he is running in. And just like before, TaToH should kill as many vills as possible. Understand this army will die. Say your prayers, but do as much damage before you go out. And 2 villagers already. This is going fairly well, and he's going to get behind the wood line as well.
Yeah, the ballistics are really paying off here.
Oh, wow. This micro from TaToH. With fewer numbers, he could win this fight. It's asking a lot of him, but he traded well. And look what's coming in now. Mentalist. We have more crossbows from TaToH.
Yeah, TaToH definitely is, he was behind in population by 10 a couple minutes ago, but now he's evened it up. So he's outproducing DauT at the moment.
It's a good performance from him. I doubt it's going to try and get a good Mangonel shot. If TaToH can trade again, that'd be wonderful. I can't help but think that this area is going to be too difficult now for TaToH, just because there's 2 Mangonels for DauT. But DauT is playing his normal style, I think, making a 3rd Mangonel, but he doesn't seem concerned with not going aggressive at TaToH's base. He's just trying to get away with booming as much as possible. TaToH maybe going to try and escape here, but I think we are going to see some dead crossbows here in a minute.
Yeah, I don't see any escape here.
Yeah, well, half the army's gone down, and the ones that are left are very weak. They're bleeding, and yeah, this is not going to work out for TaToH. But it looks like he's trying to take out that Mangonel before he goes down. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So population's now 70 for TaToH, 85 for DauT. DauT did have the town centers earlier. He's getting town watch, and he has 4 Mangonels, which is a large number. He might consider pushing out now. A lot more crossbows.
Yeah, he might, but on the other hand, considering how he's sort of playing it, now he's booming, he may just be content to kind of protect his economy, that superior boom that he has going. But
Yeah.
it does look like he's about to move out, actually. You're right there.
Well, again, I don't think it's going to be easy for TaToH to do anything here. DauT has a perfect map, a walled off, a lot of resources in. Units on the hill now for TaToH. He had great micro before, but maybe he's just venturing too far forward here. He saw the amount of Mangonels DauT had.
He's just trying to abuse that hill as much as he can, but he gets the first kill.
Yeah, he killed one Mangonel, and now there's crossbows here. Do some damage to these crossbows. He's going to be happy with himself, and that's another good shot. Can he take out another Mangonel? That'll be... Wow, it just missed.
Oh.
But if you look at DauT's base, he has all those town centers up. He has 2 golds in there, the main gold and that secondary gold. He has a stone if he needs it. Well, both stones if he needs it. That will have to plug up the hole in that wall next to the one stone.
Yeah, he's
So honestly,
quite
this is
close.
great
Quite close to advancing to Imperial Age.
And TaToH is not. And this is what happens when you go for TCs later in the game. So TaToH did damage. DauT can get away with losing a couple villagers, a couple crossbows and Mangonels because he has such a large economy. And I think that, 3 Mangonels could be a problem for TaToH, though DauT may just camp on this hill.
Yeah, either way, it's tough to see TaToH really striking at DauT's economy at this point. He's just going to be trying to, defend by the skin of his teeth against all these Mangonels, and even if he clears that up, DauT looks to be an imp. So it's looking quite dangerous for TaToH at the moment.
Yeah, if he loses his army, it's going to make it really bad for him. He needs to at least delay DauT for a while. Get some Mangonel shots. He has 1 Mangonel and another one on the way out of the new Siege Workshop. Oh, he's going for the micro. Not the best split I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Could have been better for TaToH. Didn't even take out a Mangonel. I always like to see players attempt that though, but 3 Mangonels is a little bit ambitious, I think.
You need to be like Neo to dodge all that.
Well, TaToH does have a Mangonel. Does DauT see that? At the moment, he's just seeing more crossbows. There's the Mangonel from TaToH. He killed 2 of them with 1 strike. If he gets the other Mangonel, this would be a good fight for him. And he's done that. Wow. That was really nice from TaToH.
And now he's also going to get the chance to clear up all these crossbows right before DauT goes Imperial. So that was a really amazing fight for TaToH.
It was an amazing fight for him. Now the downside is DauT is about to be in the Imperial Age.
And there's a
He
bit of
is
a
on his way
raiding
as well.
party. Bit of a raiding party on the western flank.
Yeah. And 1 villager went down, but in his idle time is perfect for DauT. This is exactly what he wants. He did this earlier in the game with a few crossbows, now able to afford to get more over there. And also he is luring TaToH's army away, the one who killed his other band of crossbows, just by running into that corner there. So TaToH probably not going to do much with his crossbows right now, but in the Imperial Age, it does look like he's looking to add more archers, which makes sense as the Ethiopians. I did notice that DauT's army on the western flank did get cleaned up by that Mangonel. So lots of trades here. But we are in for an Imperial Age battle. DauT with more ranges.
He's not really making any units in them at the moment, though.
Is he going to be tempted to get the Onager upgrade?
Okay, he's gone for hand cannons. Just waiting for his chemistry upgrade.
And he did research Onager as well in the forward Siege Workshop. So he's going to go for Onager, and he had the resources to do that. Again, a little bit messy here from DauT, because he could lose a Mangonel, and he's going to want that. And he did lose it. The TaToH's micro, pretty good. But hand cannons coming out now from DauT. He should be able to push this away, I imagine, with the Mangonels and the hand cannons. But what do you think about the hand cannon's choice versus what's going to be Arbalest and Skirmisher most likely?
It could backfire for sure, but with the Onager upgrade as well, he should have a nice combination there. And really, with this earlier uptime, he should be able to get, a significant advantage here.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna look now, but probably a minute and a half difference in that uptime. So that gives him time to get the chemistry upgrade for hand cannons, get the Onager upgrade completed. Now he's tossing out bombard cannons too, so he's not gonna mess around. He's gonna push forward fast. TaToH does not have a castle to protect himself. He is creating crossbows, but he has a lot of them on the left-hand side. I honestly don't think TaToH is expecting such an early, decisive push, because all he has is Arbalest being created. No stables, just the starting barracks, and that hill is going to be really important.
Yeah, and right now, DauT has put his flag on top of that hill. He's got total control of it with those Onagers. But there are, at least for TaToH fans out there, there's a couple nice raids coming in. One to the back of DauT's economy could do a lot of damage right here if he doesn't go down to an Onager.
Yep, he's going to have the micro on display again, and also on the left side, he's going to get behind that wood line. So 2 groups of Arbalest, and this seems to be the choice for TaToH. Wow, I didn't even realize DauT had this other gold back here. It's a perfect map for him. But he's going to lose all these villagers, which is not good. But forward, there's a castle now for DauT. And though TaToH's doing damage, can he push up this hill? It's going to be very difficult for him.
Very difficult indeed. It's funny, he's got his entire army pretty much forward raiding DauT, but at home all he has is, a handful of Arbalests, and they've been lured into a terrible fight for them, actually.
Well, I don't know what you think about this. TaToH's doing a great amount of damage with these Arbs, but I mean, unfortunately, it's just not as important as the middle at the moment.
Yeah, if he had just something to defend with at home that could deal with the Onagers, like if he had his own bombard cannons or something and he could stall with a castle maybe, then these raids would be great, but it's just tough to see how he's going to be able to hold the front of his base.
Well, actually, I think he might be able to do that. He's researching Onager himself. It's at 90%. He's focusing down these Onagers from DauT, and DauT lost a lot of villagers back at home. Oh man, unfortunately, TaToH fought right before the Onager upgrade came in. He didn't kill that one from DauT, but the Arbalests are kind of holding. Bombard cannon even going down.
Must be some crazy micro by TaToH to keep those 5 Arbalests alive for so long against Onagers. You wouldn't expect they'd be able to live.
And there's a huge population difference now. The raids really paid off for TaToH. He has to be very careful because this one Onager's there. Please split. Oh, well done. He should be able to kill that now. But there's a 20 to 30 difference in population at the moment. Though DauT does have some map control. He's lost the score lead.
Yeah,
Onager's still going to get some good shots, but wow.
TaToH's really bringing it back with the raiding style here. Really well done by him.
And DauT is still booming his economy back up. And I can't help but question the hand cannon decision now. I mean, Arbs, they have 8 range. The hand cannons only have 7. And hand cannons counter infantry. There's no infantry out there for TaToH at the moment.
Yeah, it seems like he was really counting on his Onagers to kind of clean up any archer units, but what he wasn't counting on was TaToH's micro to just be so good that Onagers would be ineffective against Arbalests.
Yeah. Well, Ethiopians with the faster firing speed. That's going to be huge with this micro. TaToH sending his Arbalest to the right side again. And it looks like he's going to go for another raid. Now, interesting thing is TaToH still does not have a castle because that stone is directly beneath DauT's castle. He's collecting some stone on the right-hand side now. In fact, a lot of his economy is there. But DauT doesn't seem to have the units to push either. So maybe TaToH can do another raid And wow, I can't believe there's 3 Arbalests in the back of DauT's base. They're still alive and they're running away.
They've definitely got some combat medals at this point.
Siege Workshop for TaToH on the right then, so he's actually going to raid DauT at the same time, but the score difference is real at the moment. DauT probably going to lose this onager, and TaToH's micro has been unreal. I know a little bit slower with a recorded game, but to multitask like this is impressive. Oh, did I just jinx him? Oh, I almost jinxed him. Not like this. Okay, he split away from it. That was a downhill shot from DauT, and I thought I thought those arms were goners, man.
Yeah, that would have been one for the ages. Could have seen like 20 of them go down in one shot. But he was, like we said, his micro has been it's been there all game long.
Well, the micro's been there all game long, and DauT's going to make it more difficult by researching Siege Onager now, putting so many resources into that upgrade. Only 2 onagers on the front, nothing on the back to defend from this raiding party, except the 1 onager. Well, I guess there's 1 in the Siege Workshop and 1 next to the TC. But obviously, TaToH's done a great job with the raiding.
Yeah, DauT's economy is really suffering. He's got so many vills idle, moving around. You know, it's really been put into a tatters by these Arbalest raids. And if it wasn't the case, like if his economy was doing fine, he would certainly be able to afford units to push with. He's just forced to sit under his castle with his army there because he doesn't have the wood, he doesn't have the gold. And more onagers going down.
TaToH's on the left side, TaToH's on the right side, so he's sending in capped rams on the right. Unfortunately, the Arbalests the back of DauT's base still doing work, but I don't know. I don't want to doubt him, but it's going to be harder now that elite skirms are here. TaToH has full map control, and he got the extra gold, and DauT is, I think, going to run out there because he placed a mining camp. Do you see that on the left next to the stables? TaToH has that extra gold, a relic there as well.
Yeah, TaToH.
And, wow.
TaToH seems to have brought this game all the way back, and it's his to lose at this point.
Well, he's finally getting a castle up in between his archery ranges. DauT is running back with his units. Like, he cannot deal with these Arbalests, and the micro from TaToH is unreal. Is he going to out-micro? He is abusing that hill. So the capped rams coming in on the right side as well. The monasteries there, the TC, all the eco for DauT, which is struggling. And we might see some big shots finally for DauT to help him out, but this is not very good for him at the moment.
No, even a siege onager going down against some Arbalests at the back of the base there.
Well, DauT is forced to address this back at his own eco. I think the onagers will be able to defend the rams. The skirmishers will be push those Arbalests away, but that means DauT will suffer the loss of this castle, I think, on the front. There's bombard cannons for TaToH. He now has onagers, and he also has, sorry if you heard a noise there, stream. And he also has, well, the castle, which will bring trebuchets. I'm sorry, castle's already up. More siege workshops coming up. So good position for TaToH. If you just look at the mini-map, Mentalist, he has all of the map control.
No, he's completely controlling the map, and he's about to take away DauT's only gold. Oh, actually, he has the gold at the back as well. But, you know, all the raiding that TaToH's done, and DauT's not even taking his back gold. He's, like, afraid to take it.
Well, he actually doesn't have any gold income at the moment, DauT. The gold in the back, you're right. He should have collected by now. That didn't happen. The gold on the left he can't take. TaToH's massing light calf, so he's going to start raiding. And this just seems like we're getting closer and closer to the finishing blow. But it's interesting because siege onagers can kill this entire army composition from TaToH, but he's been unreal with the micro and abusing his faster firing Arbalests.
Yeah, it's hard to see the micro failing him now after being so good for so long. So looks like he's just gonna move in and get control of the hill. Maybe we'll see a final clash of the armies.
Yeah, we are going to see a final clash, and SO is going to come out of the Siege Workshop for DauT, unless he loses. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. He just got that out. Still lost the SO, but it was at 99% pretty much when that Siege Workshop went down, and that's what it looked like. Big fight here. I'm so impressed by TaToH's play. I mean, he's using the bombard cannons to push away the SOs. He's getting to the top of yet another hill, and on the left, he's right. And with Rams.
Yeah,
I don't see DauT bringing this back without gold.
This is definitely GG at this point. It's just no way for DauT to get back into this with the army that he can make.
Yeah. DauT's at 143 pop. He doesn't have any gold. On the right, there were light cabs in. On the left, there were light cabs and Rams in. And that is a great performance.
Yeah, you gotta
TaToH's
say,
micro was exceptional.
You know, his micro and his decision to be more aggressive in this game really paid off in his favor. DauT was more content to kind of sit in his base and boom for the most part. But at the end, he wasn't able to, you know, really do anything with that hand cannon push.
Yeah, questionable decisions, but I think DauT would have gotten away with it had TaToH not raided his economy like that. And of course, we're trying to look at different areas of the map, but I'm guessing 20, 30 bills went down to those Arbalest raids. That was amazing.
Yeah, definitely. TaToH's got to get props for, you know, choosing to counterattack, go for the economy, and in the end, it really paid off. Really well played.
So are we still sending it over to Nilly? Zach, I don't know if you're there.
Yep, we're still sending it over to Nilly. But thanks for the commentary, guys. I really enjoyed watching that game. I thought it looked like in the Castle Age, DauT was starting to pull ahead quite a lot. And TaToH made a really good comeback once he sort of came out the trailing end of the Castle Age. I think DauT probably made two big underestimations that game. He underestimated the strength of TaToH's faster firing speed, because although TaToH had great micro, that faster firing speed on those crossbows and arbalest made a big difference to taking out all those mangonels and onagers. And I think he also underestimated his own civ bonus, which was the higher pierce armor per age on his infantry. And I just don't really understand the unit choice for hand cannons there, especially given that TaToH had the faster firing arbalest, which he was able to upgrade very quickly as well. So we will throw it over to Nilpford now in just a few seconds. I very much enjoyed that game, though, but I'm interested to hear what Nilly has to say as well, and we'll see you guys after his analysis for the next one.
Craigasm by that micro from TaToH. I didn't even go into too much strategy analysis this game because it was all, simply relying on TaToH's micro. And I have a highlight, reel for you prepared. Small fail here and a big clear up for DauT, losing not even a single unit here in Castle Age and clearing everything up. That was pretty sweet for him. And but that was one of the only fails where TaToH didn't take a close look. For example, this situation, T90 said, oh god, it's looking so bad, and then he got 2 for none here, and even another shot coming in, and getting 3 for none, and now we see DauT retreating, and against crossbows there, mangonels, he can't really do much. Next decision was a bit scrappy here, and now we see big split micro getting some damage there. But look at that, always moving down, moving top, and now going in again, splitting, doing some damage, and avoiding so much villager coming in to repair, but not in time. Then look at that, again against 2 onagers hit now even. That's so brutal. And getting the shots done, and you can see 2 volleys before the onager can shoot again, and that's just the bonus there. And beautiful, beautiful micro. And now that's another decision where Mentalist T90 and I thought, oh, that's a dicey situation. Onagers, bombard cannons, and some skirmishes. But yeah, TaToH taking one shot here, but killing an onager first. Now focusing the other onager and later killing the trap. Just beautiful, beautiful micro. And then we got most scary situation ever. You see, it's a very tight choke, and DauT's preparing a grounded attack going in. TaToH is going in, but is going back in the last second. And now going in, splitting and killing. You can see even the top archers killing there, and what a beautiful stuff. So let's go into just showing off here at the end how TaToH's micro was all this time. And yeah, he's just going in. You can see killing that onager when it comes out, the bombard SO in the back, not doing much. But the big problem was really Malayans. What did DauT build? Not a single unit which actually has a bonus. I'm like SO, but they're super costly. But you have champ cards. Champions with +3 defense extra. And you have the +4 defense even. They do no damage, the obelisk. He could have countered that perfectly. You see bombard cannons as SO without siege engineers, obviously another deficit, not having the greatest range, 8 against 8 there. And yeah, that's just so painful for him. He cannot really do much. You can see now onagers, bye bye. And yeah, another 6 shot, and it had to be GG from here. Impressive play by TaToH. DauT, I think he didn't go for the right units here, but nonetheless, that was a very impressive performance. But hi, my TaToH, yeah, finish it out with a 2-0, or will we see another 1-1? We will find out with T90 and Mentalist.